sucks because did you hear that?
Yes.
Was that you or me?
I just picked these up. Oh, see. Oh, because it's going towards that. Okay.
Oh, there you go.
See? Yeah.
We lit.
We in this bitch.
This is the...
Girl, who you talking?
Are we allowed to curse? Or are you okay with that?
Are you fucking okay with this person?
I don't mind. Personally, I don't care.
All right, I just want to make sure.
That's good to know. You can. I mean, if you don't want to wear them, if you don't want to wear them, you don't have to.
Yeah, it's optional.
Got the hair looking nice. You feel?
Let me just feel it out real quick. Okay.
I usually have like one ear in, one ear out, just to kind of get the feel.
Yeah, I normally wear mine like this, like Scott from X-Men. Nah.
Oh yeah. Okay. You mean Cyclops?
Isn't that Scott? Is his actual name?
I don't know his real name, man.
I just know he was fucking
crazy,
Gene.
You knew Scott?
I just knew he was fucking Gene, bro. That's it.
Sexual interactions with Gene.
Exactly.
I'm gonna try to not use profanity today.
We've been trying our best to like
Try to keep it.
humble ourselves on the person.
Last pod we fumbled that.
It was fuck shit, all this.
Yeah, there was a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot.
It gets there sometimes, you know.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Jungle Squadcast. All right, episode 48. We are here with a brand new guest, and obviously the A1 Day One. The brand new guest is in the middle.
Yes.
Miss Ashley, aka Queen of Unity Fitness. All right, and then of course we have Rad to the right. It's a little weird being on the left side today, I gotta admit it, but it's all good. It's all good. Welcome everyone. All right, we are having a special episode today where we're not even at our regular location. We are at a totally brand new location, which is Ashley's Studios. As you can see, this is her podcast today. It's not ours. No Jungle Squadcast here, unless you see the logo to your bottom right of your screen as you're watching this.
The Unity Fitness Cast.
The Unity Fit Cast.
Yes. The Fit Cast, for sure.
This is amazing. And then what's going to be dope is right after this podcast, we're going to get our Zumba on, okay?
Yes.
Let's go.
So, Miss Ashley, tell us a little bit about yourself today. Talk to me. Who are you?
Don't we all love that question?
Because you're not just Zumba, you're the queen of Zumba, so you gotta really bring the heat today.
Okay. Well, hello. Like you said, my name is Ashley.
Hi, Ashley. Nice to meet you for the first time.
Well, we just popped her podcast cherry today, ladies and gentlemen. So we're gonna the first 10 minutes, as the other newer ones, they're gonna be a little shy, but they'll get comfortable.
Gotta break into it, just like with anything else. But,
Exactly.
Yeah. So I don't know where to start.
I'm a little bit curious as to know why or how did it become a full-time Zumba thing? Did it start as a hobby first and then ended I can really make money off this? Where was the transition from the hobby to the money?
Okay. So it started, I was always an active person, definitely involved in sports like basketball, football. Those are things that I use as an outlet to be a hobby, but also to keep me in shape. And as a kid, I was definitely a chubby kid growing up. And,
really? You would never tell.
I know. So
I was too.
Yeah.
I was too, actually. Yeah.
You was?
Yeah, because of the medicine I was taking, though. I had asthma. Oh, I still have asthma. So when I was growing up, they had me on steroids and shit to help take care of me, and it just
that explains the choshas you have now. I get it now. So I won't make fun of them anymore.
It was a medical issue.
A couple pods ago, I was like, take your shirt off.
I'll still do it. I look good. I don't care.
It's all right, man.
But when you're at that age, being chubby or anything, you kind of you are trying to figure yourself out and you're comparing yourself to everybody around you, and you're you're just trying to find who you are at that moment.
Respectfully, I can't relate. So
you can't relate. You never.
I've never been.
I think I'm gonna say yeah, but at the same time, I think that's more of for a girl growing up. For me, I was just worried about if I could be Spider-Man.
That's true.
Growing up, to be honest.
This man in Spider-Man is so crazy. Yeah.
I love Spider-Man. That's my boy.
Spider-Man's cool.
All right. Yes. When did you start? So you started with the sports and.
So yes, yep. I started with basketball. Dived into that, and then I suffered from a knee injury, tore my ACL.
Oh my god.
And then didn't think it was over yet, but I healed, recovered, tried again, and I re-injured my knee. So then I'm like, okay, basketball maybe
It's not
isn't the
it.
route for me anymore, you know?
I thought knee injuries were only for like 50-year-old black men.
I started young, like it was 15 years old.
Were you stretching before playing basketball?
I must have not had the right tools. You know, I was working my way up with trying to just be better, grow my skills in basketball, but yeah.
You didn't build the foundational muscles
Maybe
around that patella
maybe not
region.
enough. Yeah. Maybe
just
not
learned that.
enough. Listen, I got my patella straps now though, so don't catch me. But this all goes to show that one thing had led me to another. So when I realized that basketball was no longer a safe outlet for me, it felt like that fear kind of settled in, and I'm like, all right, so now what do I do to keep me active, to keep me took my first Zumba class 2013.
Wow.
And,
Like you went to a class to take it? Oh,
my
okay.
family and I, so my mom, my aunt, my sister, my cousin, like we all kind of just made it like a group family event. We were like, let's just go take a Zumba class.
That's
Wasn't
like the
that-
most beautiful thing I've ever heard.
When did Zumba start? Like,
2000, I want to say. 2000 it originated.
I didn't hear about Zumba until like 2016.
I didn't know about it until like the Wii came out and they were doing Just Dance, and that's what I thought Zumba was that. But then it's like an actual
It's
activity.
global. Like
Yeah.
Zumba is definitely global.
So your family, you had this one great class, and that teacher
The one
inspired
great
you.
class, the teacher definitely inspired me. At the time, it was just something that I was like, this is something I love to do. Let's all go. We all were like working out on a health journey. And
Were you like chubby at this time still, or like? Were you...
no. Like as I started getting into it, you know, the weight was falling off, whatever. But also for my family members as well. So it was like we were all just trying to reach those fitness goals for us. So when we saw that we could all do it, it turned into something that kept those endorphins that we're releasing. We just kept wanting more. Like,
And it was a good way to spend
It was a
time
good high
together,
for you,
probably.
basically.
yes, exactly. It brought us together as well. So
Are they still Zumbaing to this day?
yes. of
But for
course.
you now, right? They're not
Yeah,
going to
for
the
me.
other instructor, right?
You better not. Zumba love goes all the way around. So it's like we started somewhere else and then we ended up trying another class. You know, we followed that instructor for a certain amount of time, and then we were like, all right, let's dibble and dabble, see what classes we like. And we eventually found another space that just felt like home, more like family, like where the people in the space were actually drawn to us as well, and we were able to build connections with everybody. So
Honestly, that's why I liked you, because we met up at the Boys and Girls Club, and she was like doing like the summer program where certain hours of the day she would actually teach some of the kids. And I just like literally just walked in and I was like, what is this? And she was like literally the whole hour, like just smiling, cheese, and just having like a blast. Like it just looked mad fun. And the way I just jumped in with the kids, I just had to I just found it like really interesting. And like the cardio, you didn't even notice that you were working out, and like, I think I was sweating by like 20 minutes, and I didn't even feel like I was like sweating, or I wasn't even really tired. So I feel like Zumba is a good way to like mask that tiredness, to keep that mobility going for like the whole hour. Cause I remember when you started with like a warm up drill, and then we started learning the techniques, and then after a while the song just kept building. Bro, this was like so lit. I wish
Got
you
more
was
and
here.
more intense, pretty much.
And the kids were into it. Like the kids were really getting like inspired, and like it was like good energy. But I don't want to do it with just the kids, which is why I'm like, you know what? Let's do it as an adult. Let's see what the adult classes is like. Because, you know, the kids sometimes, it's like 2 or 3 of them, they're a little bit shy. So you kind of like got to like force them to do it.
Yeah.
But like,
Yes.
it'll be fun to do it like you said, with your family, where everybody's like genuinely into it. So I'm going to be honest, man. Not that I want to rush the pot or anything, but I really am excited to bust out some moves.
I've only done Zumba once personally.
okay.
Yeah, I did it with some girl I was trying to impress at the time. I was like, let's go to a Zumba class. Not even she was like, let's go to a Zumba class. I was like, all right.
Sure.
As long as we end up at my crib after, you know
So
what I
we was
mean?
getting somewhere after that.
Oh, yeah.
We definitely did, but we Zumbaed up first.
Okay.
And it was fun.
It was fun for you?
Yeah, it felt like, isn't that like, wait, so isn't Zumba like kind of like, what is it, like Taibo or something like that? Like the.
Okay, so Zumba is based off of a Latin inspired infused dance fitness, and then So it started with the basic rhythms: salsa, merengue, reggaeton, all the samba, cumbia, and now they add a whole bunch of other rhythms into it: reggae, dance hall, Afro beats.
Yeah, because
We're
you was
popping
doing
into
everything
pop.
else.
Yeah, pop, hip hop. So it's way more global. Where like we're not limited to any type of music. Any music you can truly just move your body to. You just need a beat. And
I was gonna ask that too. Can you like Zumba to like heavy rock? Like how do you?
Let's not do that. Please don't
How do
do
you
that.
go to? How do you Zumba to like screamo? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna shut it out. I honestly think that there is a way. That will just be a heavily intense workout where you would have to break it up like, 2 to 3 minutes. It seems like a short period of time, but if you're just going hard, like you're saying, like your heart rate will just skyrocket and you want to just be able to balance that out. So if you do that, then do a slow song after.
Honestly, I don't know about no rock. That's not even like the vibe to get me to want to move that way.
Some
like,
people it is though. Like some people listen in their car in the morning and they'll listen to that like.
But dance though? Do you dance to rock?
I mean, when
dance to rock.
When I think of rock, I think of it more of like a head.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Okay,
I'ma
I'm
just hurt
thinking
my
of
neck.
metal. All right, I went.
Metal is just
See,
like,
rock, metal,
like they're just screaming. Yeah,
That's where I
that's a workout. You're just gonna go like that, shake your head like,
just jumped in.
I went to a Sun Holo concert the other week, and I was literally bobbing my head so much. I woke up the next morning, and my neck was just so sore. Like this whole area was just fucked.
That's why
didn't
you're next
care at
door.
the
You
time.
still feeling it from the concert.
That could be it.
He's been complaining like the whole week, like, yo, my body is aching. Like, bro, you were just surrounded by 100 people jumping around and bobbing and weaving your head.
Listen, that was 2 weeks ago. I'm not that old, all right? I think I can.
You pushing
I think my
30,
body-
man.
Hey, you pushing 30. You disrespect.
Yo, you're 28.
Always put. No, I'm 27. We talk about this weekly.
I know.
bro.
I'm just gonna keep saying that you're 28. How are you? Is it
I
impolite
knew
to
this
ask
was
you?
gonna come this way. Yeah. No, it's not impolite.
She's
You look like a
But
calm
you were
29.
already. Yeah, calm 29. It is.
See?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, are
crazy.
you lying to me, or are you just
No,
gonna go
I'm
with
serious.
29? Yeah. See.
coming for her life.
I thought
bro.
you were gonna shoot me down a little. Couple
I said you was
years, but,
21. I tried.
Thank you.
He didn't get the
21?
gist.
Nah, she's way too well, you didn't see her Zumba yet. So like no 21-year-old is Zumba like that.
Was she Zumba like
What's
an
the
old
plural?
lady?
Nah, it's like lit, like it's experience, it's wisdom in her Zumba.
She's nimble.
Zumba.
What's the plural, like the adverb to or verb to Zumba, and like is it Zumba in?
I be
Or
Zumba.
you just I do Zumba?
That's a great question.
Say you.
Zumba in doesn't.
It's not it, right?
Zumba.
Zumbaing?
Zumba.
Does that have a little accent to it?
Say you Zumba, me Zumba,
We Zumba.
That's it.
Yeah, let's Zumba together.
Yeah.
So I think that's the verb itself. Like it could be used as a noun or a verb. Sorry, I just got mad intellectual for no reason. All right, so this journey started in 2013. You inspired from your family, from a class, and how did you come here? How did we get here to this studio
So
where we're recording?
yes, after we left one of the spaces that we used to go, and we found this space actually previously used to be another Zumba space.
Oh, where?
So
That's dope.
this was our home for us originally, and we loved everything about the instructor, the people that were here, and
Wait, so-
everything.
So where you are now is where you originally started Zumba?
Not the first one, but the second. Like I didn't dibble dabble too much, but like it was the first home, and then this was kind of like our second space that we found. But this was it after
amazing.
that.
After that, it was like we're lit. And then it's been like how long?
So that was 2017. 2017, and then stood here until I opened up here 2021.
This is dope. The space is really nice. The bathroom was incredible. It's an automatic faucet, which is incredible. I like those.
The anemones. The anemones.
Yeah. I really wanted to like ask you also, like, if there's like, say if it's hip hop or pop, do you like cater the genres towards the age groups, or is it just like whatever they want to do? Do you have like a plan of how to do this, or do you just throw on, like, say if you have a song, you following their routine, or you're coming up with like your own routine?
Definitely a mixture of both.
Yeah.
So firstly, like when I look at where I'm going to be doing Zumba or who is in my class at that day, at that moment, I really read the room. Like I started to learn that with anything, you have to learn how to adapt on the spot.
Yeah.
And that's big on everything because I could have a whole playlist set and then I read the room and I can see the type of people that are around and I'm like, all right, the energy, we're going to meet you here. Like I will meet you at where you're at. And so even when it comes down to picking rhythms, like when I'm doing with kids, I kind of know what they like to listen to at this point.
Yeah.
We know what draws to their ear and you want to get them engaged in that way where they know something familiar or
So you doing drill Zumba?
that's what we were doing sometimes at the Boys and Girls. You know, I had to have like the little Uzi just want to rock. I was like, I know that they love this. Once they hear it, they're gonna go crazy.
Abba.
So I adjusted to how I felt that they would just be drawn to and want to actually participate because even when you're working with kids, they're just shy. They want to look at what their peers are
they're
doing.
mad shy.
They want to see. Their first thing is like, who's looking at me, who's watching, instead of focusing on themselves.
I agree.
And is it acceptable to be myself?
Right. So exactly, they just feel like they're gonna get joked on or just anything. So you really just want to open the space to like let them know, worry about yourself. We're here for ourselves, you know. And then boom, grab them in with that music that appeals to them. And so that goes with anywhere, even my classes.
So who you prefer to work with, the kids or the adults?
I wouldn't choose between because I love it both equally.
Like both?
Yeah, I'm not
like-
gonna lie.
But like
Gun to your head.
Gun to your head. Who you going for? The kids or the adults?
The kids probably bring more money, no? Because they're more reoccurring, right? And then the adults, they're kind of like a little bit, their interest peaks after a while.
Or after the first time they're sore, and then they're like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna go back for like another 2 weeks." And
Like you're not going back to the concert for a while, right?
I'll go back every day for that. That was a great concert.
He wouldn't even feel it. He's in the zone and he'll just get right back to it, forget the feeling.
You're right.
At a certain point, I'd just be holding my head and going like this because it would have fell off the concert. You know what I mean?
You're gonna go in a neck brace to like actually just hold it still. Like, all right, we're good. Don't worry. Just penguin style. It's so weird that I'm looking at myself while we're recording. It's the first time ever.
I've been doing my best to just look left this
Just
entire
look
I'm trying to.
Right, like-
You are the center of attention right now. Like,
Well, no.
usually it's been like that for a while now. Like the guest for a pod, we just like have them in the middle. It's us that's like weird because my neck doesn't really turn this way. It's usually this way.
So
Okay.
that's the first time. Yeah, it is a little weird to be
So you
honest.
guys switch sides.
Yeah, we switched today. I don't know why,
Yeah,
but
just for today.
Like, I think I just wanted to be close to the caster.
New experiences all around.
Oh my god.
Did you have it muted? Yeah,
Yeah, there we go. I was scared for a second.
Yeah, we have music on here too.
I like that.
That's actually our theme song.
I was gonna say,
It
is this your like intro?
It's our
that
intro.
You created it?
Yeah, I made the beat and everything. So if you want one for yourself, let me know. If anybody out there wants one, let me know. All right.
Yourself a theme song.
We got into a lot of like what we, how you got here, but like, okay, like, what do you like about it though, other than the dancing and stuff? Like, what's your highs and lows of Zumba? Are there even any lows in Zumba?
Good questions.
I'm sorry, no pressure. We are going to get some more conversational pieces. We're just trying to get your biography.
I
out the
like
way.
these because honestly, it gives me time to also reflect on things that I would like normally just do and not think about like how the process actually goes. So,
I'm sorry to cut you off too, bro.
my favorite things are really just like the impact that I bring to the community. I realized like so many people that came together and actually stood with me these past 2 years. And
Yeah, you've been doing this post-pandemic and pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
Want to talk about the differences?
when I first started out, December 2021, mask, social distancing. So I had like
Tape on the floor.
the little sticker marks,
man.
so everybody had their spaces. We did also virtual Zoom, which isn't the same. So what I like that we got out of that now is that like now we can engage, get back to socializing, get back to face-to-face interactions. And
That's the good part about it.
Were you scared at any point during like the COVID incident, like at all? If like thinking like your business would like go tank or go downhill and people would be too scared to like come out and like interact with each other and dance?
Yeah, for sure. The whole experience was kind of like, I dived into it with some fear because just opening up the business, I never knew anything really about business, but the opportunity was there. And to me, it was like, don't turn something that's being brought to you is meant for you. So I was like, either way, I'm gonna figure it out. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
that's the
know
only
anything
mentality.
about, like LLC, like just building that whole process, how to do taxes for a business, like
Yeah.
all of those things where I was like, all right, no knowledge, but I know that I could figure it out. And I knew that the passion that I have for this would take me further and
I
keep
agree.
me grounded during those times where like I felt that it wasn't working out or like things were looking just slow or anything.
You know, it's where your heart was, so either way, you weren't scared.
Yeah,
Were you sad you missed
That's
out
dope.
on the PPP loan? Huh?
that would have been great because I kind of like just missed past that.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
damn.
The only reason why I didn't get a PPP loan because when I got the LLC, they said that I needed an EIN. So when I had JSP LLC, right, that LLC was technically available, but when they looked it up for the EIN, they said someone else had JSP LLC, and it was closed. But I still wasn't able, so I had to wait like 6 months. So then I waited 6 months, still wasn't available. And then I literally waited 2 years and I finally got the EIN, but that's when everybody started getting arrested for getting PPP loans.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they
Scammers.
started doing, like, as soon as Biden, I think, became president, he locked down on that. All the businesses with PPP loans, everybody started
Shut
getting
down.
arrested, shut down, like I think it's sued. You feel me? Like they was just doing a lot, and I'm like, damn. And the person who helped me was a bank owner, like not a bank owner, but he was working at the bank, and he was literally helping me like build the LLC, and he was telling me all I had to do was to get the EIN and stuff like that, build the business credit and all this extra stuff. I'm like, bro, I've been trying to get the EIN. If I knew that, I would have just used a different name, but then I would have had to spend a whole another $200 just on that, and I was just like, oh wait.
Everything is a fee.
Everything. As soon as you get the EIN, you got to get the bank account, and then once you get the bank account, you still got to add money on it, and in order to actually build the business credit for you to get a loan, it was just like a whole lot of a process. It's still a process to this day.
Definitely.
And you got to do the taxes thing like 3 times a year on that website, and I'm just like, bro.
I'm glad you know about it though.
I know about
I
it.
honestly didn't know. Like my first year, I didn't know.
Hold on to that.
Oh, thank you, man.
Making sure you got it.
I can't ask you if you would.
No, we
mind.
were about that one, but
I can't ask.
But really important question too. To know Zumba, do you think you have to know how to dance, or should you just be physically like capable?
You need to have rhythm though.
That's what I'm saying. Like, were you scared? Like, you was just gonna look like a crazy ass, like you're just doing like a bunch of like high knees and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whenever I think of Zumba, for some reason I can't help but there's always.
Bro,
left
I'm
I'm
Zumba.
seeing that's your
bro.
move. I'm seeing that's your move for some reason. So.
That's it. Just the flying knee kick. That's all I think about when I think of Zumba.
Her Zumba's way more fly. It was like an
Yeah.
actual dance routine that if you practice it enough, you can literally use that as a performance.
Yeah.
I see. So I think what I'm trying to get to with that is like when you go to the club and you run out of dance
She be
moves, do you just
Zumba-ing.
bust out Zumba?
Yes, you do.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I started this new hashtag like Zumba everywhere. So I'm like, no matter where I am, Walmart, Dunkin', listen, if you play a Zumba song that I know, it's going down.
Is twerking
It's going down.
considered Zumba?
It's part of it, yeah.
You be out here telling your homies to twerk out here like, yo, left.
This is our safe
Right.
space. That's what I tell them, yes.
As long as we don't do that later, I think we'll be fine.
I teach them, like, lock your knees in, like, get it down.
Nah, I don't
Yeah.
know about no getting
Get it on the
down.
floor. Get it on the floor.
I'm gonna be doing this, crossing my knees like that. Yeah, that's my move.
Yeah.
When what's his name from the cha-cha slide? How low can you go? That's my move. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Yeah, that's my.
That was early Zumba. See? That was Zumba.
That was like the
before
first Zumba song, right?
Yeah, I think so. Electric slide,
To
cha-cha
the
slide.
left, to the left, to the left.
Didn't the cha-cha slide guy just die in
Yeah, he
2023?
did.
You did?
Rest in peace, man.
Yeah, rest in peace.
They got this foolery where
Song will live forever.
rest in peace. I wish we knew his name, but they got this guy on YouTube, like this totally white guy, just teaching kids how to do the cha-cha slide, and it's not like there's no rhythm to it. He's over here turning cha-cha real. Yeah, he's just mad Smith. Like he got a hat on. Like the kids love it though because I can't really show them the other one. And I'm just like, all right, cool, but nah, it's really sad. The culture, we got culture vultures. They already colonized the United States. Now they're trying to colonize our swag and rhythm. We can't let it happen. You gotta save us.
Yeah, for real.
People.
What's the competition out here in Zumba though? Is there like any like competitors in this business, or is it because like you have a specific like audience and that they keep coming back and stuff like that? Like, is there any like somebody ever stole your client?
It's only competitive if people see it that way. I don't see it as competitive because in all reality, like there's space for us to all do the same thing. You could be a Zumba instructor right downtown. There's going to be people that draw to you and people that draw to me. So I don't take no offense because I know that the people that stay here are meant to be here. They're like my people, you
That's
know?
the most political, professional answer. And
That's the realest
absolutely
way.
correct.
Like there's other people that will see it as competition or just like want to keep only their people to them. But I'm like, there's people that I know if you're taking another class, it's okay. Like,
it's a
you'll
terrible
be back.
password.
You'll be back.
That is a terrible password.
Yeah,
You just like Kanye, yo.
let's just let it go. Man.
What the heck?
That's pretty dope though. I mean, I slightly don't believe you because you started with my family better not go to another instructor.
Yeah,
Now you
that's
talking
the
about wait.
Yeah.
You're like it's different when it comes to family.
What if your
right?
sister, like the one you started out with the Zumba, she's over there with Larry?
I'll just be like, how was it? Like, now give me some insight. Like, maybe I'll go take the class, you know? I just feel like everybody could learn something off of each other.
Have you ever like now being like a Zumba pro gone into like other Zumba classes just to see what they're like? And,
I
like,
haven't in
learn
a while,
techniques?
and that's what I'm like, I wanted motivation from other instructors. That's how I see it, more as like motivation.
Yeah.
I've been so locked in here that like the time frames I haven't been able to go to another class, but
Is
I
it like
definitely
female
want to.
friendly or like is it everything friendly? Because last time, what's her name? One of the coworkers said that mostly only girls come here. Is that true?
Mostly women, yes. However, we do get men that come in here. Like I do have a guy that comes and does Zumba. I've had women
trying
that
to-
brought their husband
Yeah, he want to date you though.
just to. Nah, I really don't think so. Whole different age bracket. Like, yeah,
I mean, you see, I'd assume the same thing too. Because when I went, like I said,
Yeah,
I
you
went to a
was trying
Zumba
to
class
bag
for a girl. Like,
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
never like I've gone to Zumba just to be like, I need to really like work these hips out. Like,
yeah. No, you can tell the people though. Like he look. Yeah,
He's a young boy or
dancer,
old head?
Older.
Oh, okay.
And he got the dance in his body. I could see it, so I know that he's here for
Yeah.
some reason.
What you think? You think I got the rhythm?
Yeah, you got a little something.
A little something. See,
I know
I try. I
one.
got the old man thing. We gotta see, man. I can't wait to see how you bust moves. Yeah.
Bro, I was a salsa professional growing up.
Oh shoot.
I literally used to instruct salsa classes.
All I gotta do is
like
monkey
that.
see, monkey do, and I got it. That's it.
You catch on
They
quick.
call me Ape Loso for a reason. I just gotta see what you're doing. Like literally, I was just watching her, and I was like, "Oh, okay," and then I got it.
Yeah, everything's pretty downloadable when you just look at it and really just stare. Like I can do that.
I'm a visual learner. That's why. So like, I can just literally grasp it. I'm just not a listening learner. If that makes sense, like you can't talk to me for like 2
Like, do
minutes
this,
with
do this,
instruction.
do this.
Yeah, like or I can't read a manual and I'm gonna be like, I got it. But if someone's experienced enough to actually show me step by step, then I'm good. But one of the other things, not to transition because I don't want to forget, because me and Rad been having this issue with like everybody. Is time management, right? Is it important for your people to come on time?
Yes.
Because they miss out? Do you deduct their like money or anything like that? Like how's the payment process go?
Payments are just by class itself,
Oh,
so it
okay.
doesn't affect anything in that sort.
So if
But
they're late, they're just
I do a grace period, 5-10 minutes. We do our intro and then we get into
Stretch
things.
warm
oh,
up.
okay.
Yeah, because I do like to before I get into my classes, I like to connect with everybody, make sure that checking in, how we feeling, read the room, feel the vibes, and then
That's important.
And then we get into it. If we have motivational speeches before that sometimes, or somebody is doing something in the community, they announce it to the class, let them know what's going on out there, and really just share conversation.
Damn, you ever traveled like outside of Connecticut to do Zumba for a class, or is it only in the city?
Not yet.
Not yet. Only
I haven't traveled.
Nah, you gotta go on a Zumba tour
That's next.
where different venues and like, yo, pull up, we outside. You feel me?
Zumba retreat, like
Aren't there,
I'm
that'd be
looking
dope.
into all of that type of stuff now.
They're like Zumba conventions and stuff like that for like
Yeah.
instructors to
Yeah,
go
there
to and
is.
see.
Once a year they do it. So next year is my plan to go. They go to Miami.
Oh yeah, that's
Miami's lit.
Yeah, and but it's a whole like convention where like all the famous Zumba people, the founders of Zumba, everybody's there. They do something
Founders
called
of
jam
Zumba.
sessions where they teach you like choreo, teach you where you could get more trainings because there's different types of Zumba. So there's Zumba Kids, Zumba Gold for the elderly, Zumba Aqua for the pool.
Oh, wow.
Like it gets into very much different stuff.
I've never heard of Zumba Aqua. That sounds lit. That's actually the most
the
effective
noodles,
too.
yeah.
Because it's mad workout
get
to
down.
do that.
See, I don't consider that's fun. We're crazy because I literally only consider Zumba is when you're just there and the coach is there and you're playing the high intensity music and like you see the knee pop, but like when it comes
You really
to
want to pop out the
like,
snake
when it-
eyes.
but like when it comes to like Zumba Aqua, yeah, I thought that would just be like water acro and stuff for like elderly people with the water weights and they're going up and down.
Nope, you gotta put the music on. You gotta get those movements going. Like, yeah.
Let's see.
I'm excited. Who makes your your DJ list? Is it you or is it like you just sit there? Hey, this sounds nice. So it's a lot of research that goes into it.
Yes.
And you gotta practice your moves yourselves too, right?
That's the stuff that goes on behind the scenes. But I'm always trying to keep an ear open for music because I love like all kinds of music. So it's
Yeah.
like
What's your
once I hear something, I'm like, oh Shazam! Like we're in the grocery store. Oh, get this song for me. Like I need just everything.
Also, the job never stops for you.
It never stops.
what's your go-to genre of music for Zumba? Would you say like Spanish music
Right
or like
now, I'm tapping into the Afro beats.
just Afro beats?
It's the most
So
effective like
soulful,
movement.
just smooth, just like
What's your favorite Afro beat song?
Jerusalem? No, I'm just I don't know why I like that song.
You love that.
Yeah, I'm Jerusalem. He's Mr. High Knees.
What would you say your favorite Afrobeat artist or song at the moment right now that could get anybody going with Zumba?
now you got that Jerusalem.
I'm so sorry.
Stop saying that. Oh my God.
Baby, calm down. What about that one?
That is another one. Those are like global.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
Afro beats is hard, man. Burna Boy is one of them too.
Burna Boy. What else?
No pressure.
Techno.
It's the second you ask a question, like, oh shit.
Yeah, because I'm like, all right, don't make me choose one. Like my favorite.
I mean,
feel
you
like
can go
looking
top
some
three.
up.
If you had a top three for like, if you had to put on a Zumba song right now, what would you go for?
Well, this one isn't an Afrobeat though, but it's the song that it goes, ooh,
Makumba, right? Isn't that it? Can I get a? Makiba, right?
It's called something totally different though.
That song was like popping on TikTok for a while, right?
Yeah, that's the joint right here in the space. Like people get crazy to that one.
Would you say like social media plays like an important part in like growing and helping your business, or is it like more face by face, person to person? Which one's more effective for you?
Social media, word of mouth, both of those. Social media was something that I had to like grow into because I had no idea how to
Navigate.
create content. Like
We're the same right now.
creating
So
content,
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
knowing what the people want to see, and you like, you know, what engages them and what catches their eye. And
I've been dying to see you because the way you just be so happy in your videos, you're like, let's go. Like the most recent one, I was like, let's go.
That's really dope.
it's so much fun creating them though, because it's like on the spot. Like I just come in and I'm like, hey guys, like, you trying to do a video? Look, and I'll show them where my inspiration came from real quick, and then we'll break it down.
I see your tripod over there.
Yeah, I keep it there now just so that there's no surprises. Everybody just knows when I'm ready. Like, let's just do something.
All right, just some advice. If you are going to record them, just have them sign something saying it's okay,
yeah.
because apparently,
No pressure.
not to throw any shots, but we just had some issues a couple episodes ago, like where all of a sudden she had a great time on the episode. Things were amazing. Had fun. You say whatever you want on the pod, right? So, and then you hit me up, and then the episode I think is about to drop literally the week after, and then all of a sudden is, yo, I want to make sure my business is it's like appropriate for my business and this and that. Sent her everything. Drops. One of the clips is wrong. Mind you, I'm throwing shade right now. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
This is,
nigga,
mind
send me
you,
an email.
Expressing your feelings.
Yeah, this is what I do though.
Let it out.
I'm like Ape the Ranter or something.
You
like,
were supposed to start with this, remember?
Yeah, you're right. I tried to ease it in and get to know Ashley first before we just. I'm gonna call you the Queen of Fitness, though.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's
the Queen of Zumba or the Queen of Fitness.
Or Zuzu.
Zumba.
Queen of Zumba? Yeah, the Queen of Zumba. So yeah, so it was like one of the most profound things that she can say. It was entertaining at the same time, and she advocated against what most people would say is okay.
Okay.
And she spoke up for women too. But she was like, you know what? Nah, this is not appropriate for my business.
Doesn't align with my image.
But talking about indica, sativa, and weed and marijuana for your business is okay. But we're gonna let you slide, shorty. All right? Notice how I did not talk to you again, and I let Mr. Rad here, Mr.
Banks.
And Preacher Banks, consolidate that, because it's like at that point, it's like a lot of people like time management. We spend hours on like editing. We spend hours on that. So if there's anything that wasn't, you should have told us right then and there before all the content was done and stuff like that. Because what if somebody came, like, you do private lessons for Zumba?
Yes.
So what if somebody said, all right, 3:00, I'll see you there, but then you're here, you already got your whole lesson plan planned out for the Zumba person, and then all of a sudden it's 3:45, like, yo, where you at? Oh yeah, I couldn't.
Yeah, that's
Wouldn't that bother you?
at that point, of course.
Yeah, there's a lot of unprofessional things going on where, like, my friend Rad, he had a meeting today at 12.
Yeah, we don't even need to get into that. I was gonna say, even for you, have you ever had a
He's
moment?
like, she's watching.
Yeah, relax. But have you ever had a moment where like I think in the same regard of what he's saying, it's like, have you ever had a moment where you've come in and you've wanted to do like one of your challenges? You said, like how you said you keep the tripod over there, and then afterwards, after all is said and done and recorded, you've had someone be like, oh no, I look weird dancing, like please don't post that or
My
something.
chochas.
My chocha.
Why do you say, I thought it was Chicho.
Chichos, whatever.
I think it's both. I think it's like chochas, chichos.
I speak English. I haven't like learned Spanish the way I'm supposed to, so sometimes I just throw words out there and then hopefully I understand.
Yeah, because I think that means something else, but.
Chocha.
Oh my God, is that
Isn't chocha
vagina?
like? I think chocha is like.
Have I been talking about vagina the entire time?
My pussy.
I thought you just
Vagina,
pronounced it
man. We're
wrong.
trying to be classy here. We're in Unity Fitness. This is not the Jungle Squad area. Oh my God, is those Jingle Bell lights?
What do you prefer, the word vagina or pussy?
We already had this conversation.
Yeah, but we didn't ask her.
Do you refer to yourself as, oh yeah, my pussy is itchy? No, it's my vagina needs some attention. Like, come on.
Yeah. Yeah. I never really liked that word.
The P
I would
word,
say,
right? She can't even say it, bro.
See, that's why we ask the questions. We ask the questions we want to know.
The hard questions the world needs to know.
Yeah.
So you prefer a guy to be
not
like,
like that.
I'm trying to get all up on that V. Instead of let me get in that P.
Neither.
If a guy says either one of those, he's not getting it.
So you need to just let it happen. Is what you need to do.
I don't think you should, like, if you're having, like, sexual intentions, I don't think you should refer to the body parts. I think, like, or at least for the first time, it should, like, kind of, like, happen, like, organically a little bit. Where it's, like, we know what it is already in our head. Just know what you're doing in those areas. You feel me? Now, if you, like, wrong hole. All right, let's talk about what this is now. This is a vagina.
The anatomy. Have the whole diaphragm up here, like.
For real.
We'll add it in the background.
So
The vagina right here. No, let me stop.
the vulva, as you can see.
The vulva.
Guys, let's circle back. What did your question? We went from.
Yeah, we just went hard.
Well, so what I was mainly asking was, have you ever had a moment when
for sure. I definitely had moments where I just know that people here, they would tell me ahead of time because I have already in the waivers. So beforehand, before I even started this business, waivers are written up. The waivers have consent to recording only for business purposes only, and it would only be through me. So they're already signing off with that approval. But me as a business person, I kind of give them that respect where I would give you an option. And if I give them a heads up, hey guys, trying to do this video real quick.
Yeah.
Do you want to? You have the choice. You could be in it or not. And they kind of just make that choice from there. Most people are willing to. And then there will be a few that'll be like, I could record for you, or I'll do this, you know. And they'll play a different part. Just watching, I'll just give them a different assignment so that everybody still is
Basically
part of
make
it.
sure that everybody's still engaged and kind of like not feeling left out. So your sessions run for how long? An hour?
1 hour. Yes.
How many do you do a day?
1 a day.
You do 1 session a day? And that's enough to be sustainable and live off of? That's crazy. I wish I could do that.
Yeah, it has.
That is really dope.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna curse right now. That's fucking incredible. I wish I could do that, bro. I am sitting here hours teaching children music when
I think though there is a difference because I guess for you your sessions it's even for me like I'm doing private lessons and I'll charge like say $100 to $80 an hour.
Oh, that's not what you said. You said $50.
No, relax. Never that.
Oh, it's only to your favorite ones. Like
Basically, exactly. Nah, people with actual
like the children. Basically, you'll charge like a little bit less because they're more inexperienced.
I charge children more.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And you charge the adults less?
Yeah. No. Either way, I'll charge them. I charge everyone equally. What I change in my prices is based off skill level.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
If I know that you can already do certain abilities, then obviously why am I charging you this much when you can already do this? If I know you're a fresh start and you're trying to learn something, you value you want more of my time, which means you should be paying me more.
What are you charging for per se?
I teach parkour, gymnastics, and tumbling, so stuff like that. So in general, exactly. So when it comes to that, like I said, when it's fresh children, like I'll charge like $100 to $80. Depends on what I see too from the parents. If I know like that's a hard price to meet, I can meet you lower. But typically, I'll go there, and then if I know you're skilled, I'll go lower than that. You get me? And then from there, we can work it out. Because if you're coming weekly too,
then you know it's gonna keep. The money's gonna come. Basically,
that's where you give the deals to those kind of people that are more consistent.
Yeah, exactly. But for you, like I guess it does. How many people are in the session? How many people alone can fit inside the studio when you're doing?
We can fit at least 30.
Yeah, it's like 30 people.
30 comfortably at this point.
Yeah, you see, and then that's decent money for each person coming in. That is decent money. So I could see why you do 1 a day. Have you ever considered like doing more within the day and having more? Or is it just like the clientele is low at the moment, so 1 a day is like the best to go for?
So I do 1 a day because the space here, they run a business during the day, and so we're above the floor.
They don't want to hear Jerusalem all day.
Yeah, the noise becomes of an issue. So part of the agreement was, after 5 p.m. is when I run my business here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's a little limited. It's a little limited for sure.
No.
So what time would you start at 5 or like a little bit at 6?
So I start at 6 and then 6 to 7. And then when I first started, I tried to do double classes. So then after class, like 7:15 to 8:15.
Yeah.
And there wasn't really many people coming out that late. So then I just
that one class.
Shot it down to the one class.
Do you prefer?
Damn, that's crazy.
Do you prefer yourself private lessons like for Zumba, or would you rather be a group community activity?
I rather a group community, but I do enjoy the private as well because.
So how'd you outsource to like the Boys and Girls Club? Did they reach out to you, or like you reached out to them saying like this is what you offer?
Yeah, they actually reached out to me. So this was last summer. Yeah, Alyssa actually reached out to me.
She did the same thing to me. It's crazy. I'm like, how do you know me? Like, all right, cool.
I figure they look up whatever they need, and since we're from the area in New Haven, then we are a source that popped up, and unity.
So mad,
diversity for everybody. So
that's dope, man. I'm so mad they stopped like your classes and it was still like a month left too.
Yeah, last summer we did a different one. We spread it out the whole summer. It was like June, July, August. I was doing like 2 sessions a week.
Oh, I see.
So it was kind of like more spread out, whereas like that time it was like for 2 weeks I was there every day for like 3 sessions. Like.
And so you were doing that on top of like your regular classes. Oh, you making chicken, yo? Maybe I should be a Zumba teacher too. Like, like, maybe I'm in the wrong job.
Do you need a certificate to be a Zumba
that's
teacher?
crazy.
Or
I
can
swear
you
to
just,
God, I was just about to ask that.
you actually have to have a license? You can't just be like, I know how to dance. Like,
No, then you can't use the name Zumba and trademark that.
Oh, damn.
To say I'm a Zumba instructor, I pay for the license. It's an 8-hour training that you do from like 8 to 5, where you learn the history, what it is, the basics, the rhythms, how to cue, so like how to instruct people. And then from there, after you do that one training, then it's just you pay monthly, like
crazy.
$45
For how long?
for every month
Ever?
until
So
you need
just to
it.
keep
Yeah.
it?
Oh, that's
just to keep
crazy.
up with it. Yeah.
see, that's funny. I'm asking.
Plus taxes and LLCs and all that. That's crazy.
That's funny. I'm asking with me being a coach too, and I know like I have to go get certificates and stuff for that to be coaching and everything. So yeah, it does make sense. I just figured it'd be more. I guess
Simple.
simple or freelance. I guess because
Yeah.
like I said, it is Zumba, it's dancing, but it is much more than that too. Like you said, you have to learn the history, the studies, the science, all that extra shit, just to make sure.
Yeah, you said there's founders in it, so they basically want to make sure if you're using that Zumba name that you're doing it correctly.
Yeah. Big time. Big
You
time.
ever had them come in here and like review your class, or like has anybody like an OG come and checked you out to make sure you was on point?
No, not as of yet, but if they did, we ready.
You got it.
That's right, girl. I like that.
Yeah, we ready.
We ready.
Now,
We ready.
also with you saying you only host one a day, if you could host more, would you or does it like tire you out now? Like doing 3 sessions a day of Zumba and you have to do the high intensity dances?
Bro, she's fit, man. Remember, she was
ready.
fat. Now you're nice and slim. That keeps you in shape.
No, I had to build up to it though. I'm not gonna lie. Like the first year of me just
stamina?
doing this every day, building up the stamina, being able to even like talk while I do it or talk in between the songs. I'm not sounding like I just died and like came back.
I almost died a couple times.
Yeah.
Because she would have like classes back to back to back, bro. And I would stay for like 2 in a row. I'm like, wait, I'm literally about to pass out. I need some water.
I
Like,
haven't drank water in an hour and
yeah,
30.
you really don't feel it until you stop though. And then
Right.
once that little pause, I'm like, oh, my lungs. And I was like, at the time, like a heavy smoker. So it was like, nah, I can't do this. It was dope though.
So you gotta work your way on like just spreading out your energy and not giving that full exert within like the first 10 minutes, because then how you
How many Zumba sessions have you knocked out in a day? Like, what's your most?
we did hours before, like honestly
3, 4, 5.
four at minimum was like a day.
4 days lit.
At this point with 4, do you think you'd get tired at the end of it all?
100%.
So I'm going straight to
Like
bed.
my legs are gonna feel that. I'm gonna be depleted, like body just dead.
Wait, we did kind of skip over a question. You talked, or did we? Was just your lowest lows was just during COVID? Was that just your biggest struggle getting over that hurdle? Or like, where's like, as far as clientele's, what is that like? Struggle with? Like, is there anybody who wasn't like either receptive to what you were doing or like argue with you, like, oh, I want my money back or anything like that?
I can say that I'm honestly like grateful for all the good people that have came here, where I haven't had to have knock on that wood. I haven't had to have like a confrontational situation with somebody that couldn't be solved, that couldn't be resolved. So I am grateful for that. Any lows that I would consider would be like my personal life coming here. You know what I mean? So like just having a shitty day, or just like things aren't going the way you would like them to go, and then you have to come here and be that positive role model, or that motivator to everybody. I would say that was just
We all have kind of struggled from that actually. Because you have to deal with kids and adults. Sometimes, like I just had to deal with this last week. Something happened at the and I had to deal with it with a family, and then come back on work on Monday, and everybody's like expecting me to be hi, Mr. Carlos, hi, Mr. Vasquez, and it's just like.
Yeah.
And then I'm going in the bathroom.
Like you have to fake it.
Yeah, I literally had to fake it for a while. And I'm just like, because they can feel it if you're like not in that energy, and then it'll kind of like spread around the room. So,
Oh yeah, I can't fake
Right.
how I feel. You will be able to tell.
do you take it out on your kids though?
No, I'm not an angry soul, so I don't get angry at people, and I don't react like crazy when I'm angry. I'll be more quiet. But I mean, like if I'm sad, They will definitely be able to. Everyone at work will be able to tell when I'm sad. I don't talk as often, and even then, like I'll need a moment. I'll step off to the side. Like I'll do that if I need to.
Yeah, it's very difficult.
Recently, yeah, my family's dog was sick, and I had to literally found out an hour before work. Had to go in, and I pretty much was like, basically was told like the dog may die. And I've had that dog for over at least 10 years now. My heart hurt. But obviously, like, the 6-year-old's coming in there all smiling, happy. I have to pretend to be happy. But, like, it was so hard to do that. Like, literally just have to tell them the truth. Like, I honestly keep it a stack with all my classes so I don't have to fake what I'm feeling.
I would keep it a stack with my coworkers, but I don't think I would tell the children because I feel like that would kind of like mess with their morale a little bit. Like I don't want to bring them down because I'm down. I want them to keep that same energy. You feel me? I think that's important.
I'm gonna be blatant. There was this one girl. She came in. She was like new to the class for the day, and I swear, bro. She just kept giving attitude over like little tiny things. After I had already told the whole class, I was like, hey, like, I'm really not in the mood today. Like, I'm dealing with something family wise. Like, I'd appreciate it if you guys just make sure you listen, get this stuff done, and we're gonna have a good time. She, every 2 seconds, has something to complain about. I literally had to look at her and go, I just told you at the beginning of this class that I'm like not feeling myself or happy at all, and you've been nothing but like.
That's like saying
extra.
Leaving a piece of candy though in the middle of the table and saying don't touch it, and then you turn around and the kid's gonna want to touch it. So you saying that some kids might listen, but then you're gonna have those kids who's gonna want to test that and be like, is it true?
Yeah, sure.
You feel me?
Gratefully for me, she was receptive to that, and she calmed herself down and realized like everything she was doing is not like, it's simple stuff, and that I'm not being mean. I'm not like trying to force her to do it. Like I'm literally telling you, you can do whatever. You can do it if you feel comfortable. If not, do not do it. I will give you a simpler version. Starts freaking out. Like I'm just like, you're giving me agita. Like you giving me that stress. Like
he caught the ick from a child. This is crazy.
So it was a child?
Yeah, it was a child for me. I mean, not like too young. They were like 9, 10. So it's like they're receptive. Like you just have to communicate. I mean, even the other day, I had to use the bathroom, and I looked at my kids. I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom right now, but I had to wait.
Number 2?
Yeah,
the bathroom. When he used to shake his head, the bathroom.
So I had to legit get through stretching, warm up, and set up stations before I could even go to another coworker and was like, hey, could you just watch them for a second, make sure they don't get hurt? And then I came out and I was like, whoa, I felt good.
Y'all both got jobs though that keeps y'all like really active. So like, do your clients or like students ever just like tooted like in the middle of the class because they can't help it? Because when you active like that, the gas be stuck. So when you really move, bro, I used to be farting sometimes when I worked out doing the squats and stuff. So like, y'all ever had you got some sense in here to make sure like it's valid in here? You never smelled it?
I never smelled it, but I heard from somebody that somebody did it before.
See,
I was like, for real? And I be moving around, so I was like, I just let the air flow. Like,
they crop dust in mid-movement.
Yeah, for real. You over here stretching.
For me, not
doing your high knees,
not in
like,
stretching and warm up, but in like certain maneuvers. Like I've had picking up a child to a bar and like they have to like do something like
tooted in your face, bro.
No, it was close to it. I had to like, hey. Do this trick. Get it together.
That is crazy.
But yeah, I've had that happen. But I honestly let it go. I don't try to get them embarrassed for it. Like I said, I picked up a child before they farted going into something, and I just ignore it and let it go, obviously, because if I mention it, all the other kids are going to talk about it.
You know what happened, bro? This exact specific situation happened yesterday. So this is like this. And mind you, this child, like, she loves me. We always hang out. She, like, play bully with me all the time. Like, she'll push me. We'll chill. Like, it's like a fun thing. And there's, like, 5 of us here, right? And there's 2 other people there. And she got up, right? And then walked away. And then one of the other girls said, what's that smell? Right?
She crop dusted.
100% she did, right? But she, like, I was like, oh my God, yo, did you fart and just leave? All of us started laughing. And then she's like,
embarrassed.
And then she walked out, slammed the door. Fuck you. Stop laughing, dummy. And then, yo, she cursed me out, bro. This child is like 12, 13 years old. And she violated me. She left, right? And now we're sitting here playing Uno. We're chilling, you know, we're just talking. I was like, sorry. She's like, no, fuck you, no. Like a child just cursing me out. And I was like, wow, okay, go take a walk. She's like, no, I'll tell you what to do. I was like, all right, we're playing Uno, we're chilling, right? Heart. She comes back, and then she sits on the other side. By herself, and I'm like, all right, you know, we're sitting playing, we're having a blast, haha, kiki, and all that. You know, I just try to let her slide, and then I had to leave because one of the other workers were calling me outside to deal with another child. Apparently, I'm the one who has to take care of the most problematic children because apparently they like me.
They trust you.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, so I had to go deal with that. Came back, she's in my spot playing Uno after she cursed me out. So I was like, no. Grab all the stuff.
Was that somebody knocking?
Hold on, I think that was him.
I got you.
Wait. No, you're good. You're good. So wait, what?
Hold on.
Friday night, you guys usually.
So. Hey, how's it going, guys?
I just didn't want to tell the story without her here.
But why she not here right now? We just gotta ask y'all a question. Why y'all ain't commenting on our posts, huh?
Why y'all not sharing?
You know how much we post and y'all ain't commenting on our shit, bro?
Hey, but y'all watching though, and y'all hating, and y'all copywriting our shit, and I try to put it on your own platforms, right? Suckers.
Yeah, but life is great. That was a real moment while our guest steps out the room. We can ask the personal questions.
What did I miss?
I didn't want to say the rest of the story without you.
So you said she came in, she started farting in your chair.
No. She basically, she probably did. But I sat, you know, she came back and I'm like, they're playing Uno. Took my cards and she's playing Uno now. And I'm like, wait. No. You're not gonna apologize. You just had an old attitude. And then she kind of came in, act like nothing happened, like, hey, and started playing with me again after. I'm like, no, give me the cards now. Nobody's playing Uno since you want to play Uno. I apologize.
So now you can go sit Uno.
Now y'all can all sit there.
Buy your Uno.
Yeah, for real. Now y'all can all chill by yourselves. Like, nah, that's one thing people, I feel like, take for granted is like, I am a kind person, but like, if you're gonna be rude to me, why should I like allow you to just do stuff or just like have that same relationship after no apology? And am I supposed to? I have family members like that, like who raised me type shit, where they would literally just violate me, whip my ass. Hey, you want some food? Like, I don't want to fuck with you right now. What's wrong with you?
They're sorry.
That's
They
not
say
sorry.
with food.
No, I don't want ice cream. All right,
Yo.
just curse me out.
Like, you hungry?
My parents never say sorry to me. They never say sorry. They just give each other space, and then out of nowhere we're just talking again, and then we just don't bring it up. And I'm like, no, I want to talk about the issue, and then now I'm at fault because I brought up the issue again.
That's parenting, though. You can't be sorry as a parent.
No, that's not true.
I did it for your betterment.
No, that's not true.
That's their
because
logic.
9 times out of 10 they're wrong. You feel me?
yeah.
And then when us like as children become conscious enough to like talk back where they know we're right, they get mad at us because like,
Who are you to tell me about myself?
I'm sorry, but I came out of your vagina and penis, so I figure out of anybody in the world, it'll probably be the one that you spat out.
Yeah, I'm an extension of you. Why don't you think that I'm not gonna speak up when you're doing something crazy?
They both are like me too, and worse too. Like they both have that strong, like their own strong ideals. They're both hard headed. So why wouldn't you expect me to be hard headed or like just express how I feel? I literally watch both of y'all do it. Mind you, they totally live separate lives. They're like not together at all. But I don't know. It's weird. Apologize.
But
We need to normalize that for real.
yeah, normalize apologizing to your kids' parents.
Yeah.
It's okay to say you're
Yeah,
wrong.
like just because you're my mom or just because my dad or like a guardian or like a higher up, a mentor, and I look up to you, please, like you can be wrong too.
Just accountability.
Yeah, I hold myself accountable all the time.
I apologize if I'm wrong to my children at work. You know why? Because it shows you that it's okay to apologize when you're wrong. That's another lesson you're teaching them.
But finding the
apologize.
wrong is where people have the problem. Finding the wrong.
Yeah, identifying it.
Identifying that wrong.
Sometimes they don't even know they were wrong, bro.
That is true.
And like when we express it, they're like, "What?"
Who are you?
Yeah, I'm not really that type of person. But I'm very expressive. Did that guy was bothering you? We gotta beat him up or something? Like, you good? All right.
He
That
was trying to
cool.
make sure that we're good and he didn't have to lock the door if people were coming in. He didn't know if I had a Zumba class going on tonight.
Technically, you do.
Yeah, technically.
Technically, we're about to get our Zumba on in approximately 38 minutes.
But speaking of flatulence,
What?
Oh gosh.
when is it?
Flatulence?
Yeah, farting.
That's what?
Yeah.
Flatulence?
That's the professional word.
Yeah,
That is cool.
the medical vernacular is flatulence.
Don't
Flatulence.
How you
spell
spell
that
that?
one. I was gonna say don't spell that one.
Latuence, something like that. Flatulent, something like. There's an L in there somewhere again.
Yeah.
But again,
Yeah, LANC, I think you're right.
But again, speaking of flatulence, I was wondering, when is it okay for a guy to fart around you? Like that you're talking to?
He brought it up. You're an asshole. Oh, that's a pun.
Literally.
When you guys both feel that comfort.
I think right after sex.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it, probably.
He says, once you've seen my butt cheeks,
Because
it's
after
okay.
that,
That's not
you
what I
guys
said.
maybe already
It's
built.
ENCE.
Thank you.
After you take it that next step, maybe you guys already built some type of bond. You already got to know each other a little bit in most cases. So then I feel like,
Is farting in front of your spouse or like whoever you're dating more intimate than the actual sex?
I think so.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
For me, I think so. That's gas. And that shit could stink, bro. Like, I don't know.
Bro, what are you eating?
I don't know. Vegetables, all the right things. Beans, you gonna make sure you fart, bro.
Guys,
But that's
I'm gonna
why
put the cap emoji right here because this nigga's not eating vegetables and beans to fart like that.
Trust me.
Tell the truth.
What do you mean? Beans, the magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. That's literally the same. What are you talking about?
But let's flip that question though. And when is it okay for a female, or is it okay for a female to fart in front of?
It's perfectly fine with me. As long as, just don't do it on me. I had an ex, literally, I swear to God, it was like clockwork. As soon as you say, hey, babe, it's time to wake up.
Yeah.
Her morning fart was like a ritual. It was crazy.
That's funny.
That's
Yeah.
when it's at its
Just
peak.
gotta let it
You gotta
rock.
Let it out.
Yeah, for me, I think if it comes for a girl. I think after the guy farts, then it's
you can.
It makes it easier for a girl to feel more comfortable to fart in
Don't
front
be
of
the
him.
first.
Yeah, if you're the female, don't be the first to
Really?
just go
Is
tooting
that a
around me,
turn
in
off?
my opinion. It's not that it's a turn off, but it's just like...
That's crazy, bro.
It's a lack of manners, in my opinion.
Oh my God.
So there's fart etiquette. Guys
There is
gotta
fart
go-
etiquette.
But
There's
then
fart
ladies
etiquette?
first. You guys say ladies first.
Exactly.
So.
I mean, even for me, I think
I would agree. They can fart, bro.
I mean, even for me though, I think a lot of people do that where they hold their farts, they'll step off to the restroom and go do that
Yeah.
while they're with their
Bro,
significant
I was
other.
doing
But
that before I hit it though.
I do think that once you're my girlfriend, there's a difference. I should be able to do that whenever. But if we're in the talk stage, sometimes you might want to just hold off on that.
Bro, that talking stage can
Talking
last from
stage could go
2
deep,
months
yeah.
to 3 months, and you're practically in a relationship
you're
already.
together, yeah.
So if you're that comfortable enough to cuddle, if you're that comfortable enough to hang out, go out to eat, and do all that stuff, you should be and have sex more than 5 times or in 1 week or a night. Maybe you can fart around me. I feel like that's come on, bro. You need to tell me oral sex, right? Regular sex, and she can't fart.
You already opened all
Just
the gates.
walk to the
at that
restroom.
point.
is all I'm
That's
saying.
crazy, bro.
Walk to the restroom.
There's
That is
restrooms.
insane.
But once you're my girl, though, you my girl. Fart. I don't care.
That's crazy.
You saying don't fart on me? That's your girl, bro. She won't fart on you. She gonna fart on you.
If she fart on me, respectfully, we gotta fight. That's pause. I will never. That's fart etiquette
You
to me.
might find it funny.
Nah, fart on me. Don't fart on me.
First time you giggled, let's not lie. You said, "Oh,
Right.
babe, you're so cute."
I will make you laugh, and then if I make you laugh so hard, a fart come out. That's valid. You feel me?
That's even funnier.
But how am I gonna be that close to you to for you to fart on me? We're cuddling at night, and then you just let one rip on me? Nah, that's mad disrespectful. You had mad
what
chance.
about a warning though? Hey, I gotta.
You gotta fart. All right,
fart.
babe.
Are you gonna move?
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Do you think a warning is acceptable then, or should they just let it loose? You see what I'm
If
saying?
they warn me, if they're gonna
do
fart on
warnings.
me,
I'll do
warn me so I can move. If you're gonna just fart, just fart. I don't care. Farting is
I'd rather a warning.
it's okay.
A warning.
I'd rather a warning. Even I said, I guess then it is okay. As long as you say, hey, I have
talking
to
about
fart. But if you just straight up let one loose, we just hanging out first couple times, you just. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, that's
you know what I'm saying? The leg lift and everything.
that's too
Nah, bro.
comfortable. I
I
don't
don't
think
think-
anybody should be that comfortable.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. For me,
You
it
talking
has
about
to be-
before sex though, right?
No, even after. There is a level of manners to it. Growing up, your parents would tell you, if you got to fart, go to the bathroom,
Oh, yeah,
step out the
parents
room,
don't-
say something.
I mean,
like,
if you're eating dinner at the table, come on, bro,
Yeah.
I'm eating. Like this, like
That's
you said, that's
crazy.
etiquette.
That's-
Like
yeah, that's
there's
manners.
certain time in the plate. But if you're both in a room, y'all sitting there playing a game, watching Netflix, or you just in the bed like that, and then I just feel the bed vibrate, that's valid. But if you're on me, that's not cool. Don't fart on me.
how long do you guys think it should take for a woman to fart around you or your man?
If
Let
you're
us
that
know.
comfortable to be inside each other, I think you should be comfortable to express your outerly stuff outside as well. Like your insides are outside. You feel me? I just think that's, I don't know. You can't be that comfortable with a person and then not be that comfortable with a person at the
Right.
same time. It's all in or all out. Pause.
I'm gonna hold it in until
It's not even good to hold in your
It's not
face.
good.
And you know what I
That is
used to do?
not good.
Before, I would literally, when we used to like sleep together, I would literally like turn around and then like literally put my ass on the edge of the bed and just open the cover and just let it rip. Like, and then I would sneeze or like,
Try to do
etiquette.
noise.
There's etiquette there at least.
no, that was like when sometimes you don't really like have sex at night. You just kind of like, you're just laying there. So, and we just fall asleep. So no, I'm not gonna fart. Like, let's take it to the next base 3 first, and then we'll take it for a home run.
My biggest fear is just what if it stinks? That's crazy.
What if she shitted on herself?
But what if it don't?
If it don't stink, that's
Like if
a
it just
difference.
don't be, it could be all pop, no smell. Like,
The
know
one that
girls that
stinks
are like
though
that,
is the
though.
ones that you don't hear
you
though.
know,
It's them silent killers.
Yeah,
That's why they call it
yeah.
that.
I knew how to
No,
control
hot.
my farts though.
This guy.
Like I knew how to literally, it's like if I knew it was gonna be loud, there's a way you have to suck in your stomach, and then there's a way to literally let it out nice and slow.
Hit the
like
lean.
ease it.
You can ease it, but sometimes that little pop might come out, so you gotta make sure that you're like,
The scream over.
like yo.
She's like, is everything okay with you?
Oh yeah, nah, I just hit my toe on the edge of the bed.
Why does it smell like that right now? After you scream.
I'm gonna go brush my teeth. Nah, let me stop. Your breath smell like ass. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
All right, that was a good question, man. I think that was enough ass talk. That was,
Yeah.
it lasted from 58 minutes to 105. That was
I just
great.
wanted to make sure I got a woman's perspective on that
Yeah.
too. It's
No,
always
that's
nice
a
to
good
know.
question.
What are the intimate like things that you have boundaries on? All right, let me ask you a better question. Doing Zumba, because as a podcast, as a like artist, teacher, like, has you ever bagged somebody doing this?
No.
No? No one's ever been like, yo, you a Zumba lady? Like, oh, this is amazing. Or you ever saw a client like, oh, he fine. Let me see what's up.
No.
No?
I think it's different for women versus men. I think a male instructor would be like, yeah, of course I'm back someone.
If there's a male Zumba
Or even
instructor,
the
I'm not
ladies,
going.
yeah, the ladies prompt down the male instructor, like the.
But no guys be coming here like, yo.
No.
I think because
sorry.
mostly like the men, if anything, are out of shape and they don't feel confident enough to go up to you. Do you think that's what it could be?
I don't know.
So you never got like a date, a guy hit you up just because you do Zumba? That's mad sad.
Yeah, it sound like there's a Zumba kink out there. Right?
It might be.
Yeah, no.
I don't
It's just
know.
about like business or just
Definitely about business,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Like as an artist,
maybe I haven't fully got out.
Yeah, once you go on a tour, your Zumba tour, I think that's where it's gonna be at for you.
Nah, when she go to that Zumba conference in Miami,
Wait, we don't even know if you're single or not. I'm so sorry. I apologize.
should we actually have an asked you?
Yeah.
See how professional we are? So good. You got a
circle
man?
around to
You got a
this, I
man? Nice. That's what's up.
You do have a man?
How long
Good
have y'all
job.
been together for?
Oh my God, we talked
4
about
years.
vagina and fart and everything. I hope he's.
That's how you know he should be comfortable.
Yeah.
Yes,
Ask-
yes.
ask
That's
him.
why I was laughing at that sometimes. I was just laughing hard.
Yeah, I'm like, how long it took y'all to
Yeah. Who started first?
I don't even know.
Who tuned first?
Probably him.
Who was the like?
Most likely.
When were y'all comfortable enough to be like, all right, let me brush my teeth while you take a shit?
Use the bathroom.
That's never happened.
Yeah, no, it happens.
He said, we got
That's
one
funny.
restroom in the house. What you
Yeah.
expect?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He ever did Zumba with you? Like, stay for a class?
He doesn't dance. I tried to get him all the time. I try
my
to get him
God.
to move. He doesn't. Yeah.
Do you think
it's not
it-
his thing?
Do you think
man.
it's
But
nice?
he
to-
watches. He comes and supports. He used to be my camera person. You know, like he'll do his part.
Oh yeah.
Do you think it's nice for like a significant other to step out of their comfort zone for things like the other person enjoys?
For sure.
We can't even call him King Zumba because he's not even. He's just clean.
But he's like, he'll give me the music like that I need, you know. I'll just I try to teach him. You know how we joke around. We'll do the little 1-2 steps. But
He's shy.
stiff. Yeah, he's shy. You
Oh,
know?
damn. Maybe someday. Maybe when he's out of shape, then he'll be like, all right, I'm coming to Zumba class.
Nah,
dude."
for y'all wedding, y'all definitely got to do like a whole Zumba session with everybody there. Like, yo, guys.
that'd be
definitely.
That'd be really, really cool as a Zumba
Because
instructor.
I know I could get his friends to do it, and then his friends could just try to convince him to get into it, and then
that's
make it
dope.
a thing. Yeah,
That's true.
You're entering your 30s in a relationship. That's amazing.
For real. You ever,
30's right there.
Yeah, for
Just
me.
had to remind me.
I'm sorry.
yeah, like, bro,
How old
stop
are you?
doing
Are you that young?
I'm mad young. I'm
You're
like
mad
22.
young?
He's 26.
I'm 22.
He's 26 years old.
22.
He's just,
Alright, so you're
all
right
of
behind us. Don't
all of
even-
us round up to
Right
30.
behind you.
This man be trying.
You're right.
I
there.
round up to 25. Y'all round up to
No,
30.
not even. After 25, it's up.
After his math ain't nothing.
Right.
My math is math,
From what I learned.
My math.
You round up.
Yeah, y'all math is different than my math. That's all. I got different math, but I'm, like I said, I'm still the baby here. I've never been in a room with you yet where I wasn't the baby. Sorry, brother. Even though I have the wisdom of a 50-year-old, you have the age of a, you know.
Bro, you
Don't even.
you way more stiff than me. You was impressed I could literally do a straddle and get my
Respectfully,
stomach
bro,
to the floor compared to you.
That has nothing to do with Zumba.
What are you talking about, flex?
Rhythm and dancing is different than you touching your toes with your
We're
head.
just talking about age.
Well, flexibility does go into play for Zumba.
I'm telling you right now, don't
His
listen
hips
to
don't.
this, man.
His hips don't.
My hips be hipping when I want it to hip. I do the old man thing to look adorable because I like to look adorable.
He said
I
it's
don't-
my gimmick.
That's his
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, and then when they really want to test me, I'm like, you see?
Man.
I like to throw people off.
Me, I'm more shy out of like embarrassment. I think when it comes to like the dance and stuff.
I
like
tried to do
Zumba.
Just Dance with you one time and you ain't want to do
We
it.
actually did do it. We
I had
did,
to
and we-
force you though.
And I got up because I was too
And me
nice.
and you was
bro.
killing
I
it
was
too. Like we was
like-
doing it. Like, come on, bro. Go act like I wasn't killing that with you.
Just Dance used to be crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
They're
He was killing it too. Like we were like literally competing with the points. Like, all right, let's see who can get the highest point. We were hitting the perfects.
Yeah.
Would you ever want to do the green screen
VR
outfit and stuff for
thing?
for Just Dance game and stuff like that?
You know what's crazy now?
do you mean?
Zumba's new thing is they're creating the trademark for Zumba VR.
Wow, that's. Really
I'm
cool.
telling you, they go crazy.
Are you gonna
like-
hop in that?
That's
on
crazy.
The VR
I
wave?
would try it. I guess I feel like that's the way the world is leaning towards with all this AI.
VR is definitely the next step.
Like this is just where we're leading towards. So why fight it? Just try
Check
it
out the Zumba
Yeah.
Queen on Meta Zumba, Metaverse Zumba.
Within the next
Coming
10
soon.
years, there's going to be like I'm gonna have an AI as a friend. And then we're gonna have the VR podcasting going on. Like we're not even gonna be this old. This is gonna be like considered like
Old school retro.
yeah, for real, retro.
I mean,
What's
then
the other one? I was
We
gonna
already
say?
have an AI friend. If you look at Snapchat, they give you that little AI
Yeah.
bot to talk to. You have Chat GPT.
Yo,
never
nah, that
used
nigga's.
so.
I mean,
I don't know
I'm
what
sorry.
that
That person sucks because I've been trying to ask him how to make me money, and I'm sorry, I can't help you. I'm sorry, I can't help you. So I'm like, bro, what is that AI for if you can't help me make money? So it's like I literally would. I sat there for like 40 minutes one time trying to ask this.
Way
Yo,
too
how do you
much
make
free
money?
time.
Yeah.
I didn't know that's what it was there for. To
I
ask
use
the
the-
questions.
Apparently, I think yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, if now I know Chat GPT, people use it for like school projects and things like that to get stuff done. There's
Yeah,
literally college
ChatGPT is a cheat code.
students can literally type in, "Hey, type a 1,000-page essay for me," and ChatGPT will legit pull it out for
That's
you.
not cool. That's not cool. Because if you have to do work, do work. You feel me? If you're not doing your work, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Don't
That is
act like
crazy.
you've never been there though.
I've never cheated like that. Nah, I paid somebody else for my essays.
Same thing.
Don't do
Don't
that.
try to make
Nah,
yourself.
but somebody else is. It's like going to McDonald's and there's no workers. You're using the automated thing. Like, no, if somebody's gonna do my work, let a human being like get their bread off that. You feel me? I'd rather pay a
Either
human
way, it's
being.
not coming from you though.
It is because
the money that you
he'll do the majority of it, and I revise and edit it. Because I
Okay.
never get an A from him actually doing that. I would literally have to sit there and actually, all right, do the gist of it. Let me add. Let me edit. I'd rather be the editor and the author, than the author.
Not-
most
Sign
of
it
the work.
off.
Not that he does that.
Yeah, I
no.
don't do that, but I'm
like-
just saying, like as an example, that's what I would do.
Anymore.
He's in school currently. We don't need the digital footprint.
Yeah, nah, we
I'll
good.
find you.
Said we're revoking.
don't cheat.
We're revoking your diploma for cheating on AI.
That they would have to revoke my high school diploma because my state's exams, I was cheating on those.
The SATs.
Oh, I couldn't cheat on the SATs.
I was gonna say how.
Yeah, I didn't cheat on SAT.
I cheated on like well, you from New York, right? Mm-hmm. So you remember like the regents and all that?
Yes.
Yeah, I cheated on the global regents and the science regents.
Damn. For me, only thing I ever really fully cheated on, not fully cheated, but the only thing I ever cheated on was like my math final before, like in
Me
school.
too. In college, do you know what they did? Yo, he's such an idiot. He left the class and did not come back for like 20 minutes, bro. Everybody had this app or website. I don't know if it's on. I think it's called Mathway. So all you have to do is just put in the whole entire problem. It breaks it down for you and everything. So if you needed to copy
show your
down,
work.
yeah, to show your work. Bro, all of us passed that class with an 80 and up.
For me, shout out homegirl. She was so smart. There's one of my best friends in that class was so smart. She had all the answers. She let me know them, and then literally it was funny as fuck because right after I handed it in and I left, my teacher called my dad and was like, "Hey,
Oh, I remember the
I'm
story.
pretty sure this guy cheated." And I was like, "No, what are you talking about?" And my dad was like, "Well, make him do it again." Came in the next day, same exact test. I was literally ecstatic.
Oh, okay. So you were able to see.
So I did everything again, and then I even drew a big ass mural on top for him because I had enough time to do mad artwork. It was really amazing.
That was crazy. Also, I like your phone case, by the way. It's very anime. You must have just did this.
No, I put that on a while ago. I actually switched the stickers on my case.
And I like Spider-Man too. This is dope. This is my favorite one.
Good looks, good looks.
Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
I pride myself on dope wallpapers.
We didn't use it. You had a good conversation. We talked about farts. We'll save our topics. We don't really need those topics. Is there anything else you want know about us though?
Yeah, like how did you guys give me your breakdown? How did you guys start up? How did you guys meet? How did you guys decide to do this thing together?
Don't do that when you talk about two guys.
I'm sorry.
He said,
I'm sorry. It was like
Fusion Hot?
Fusion.
No, see, that was bad. I'd rather
Okay, so
that.
I just
man, you should be Goten and Gohan. Goten and Trunks for next Halloween and then do the fusion.
For real.
Yeah, that would be dope.
And then we get a fat friend to play the
put
fat.
your logo in the middle.
That'll be
And then make
wild.
your logo pop out.
Or Preacher Banks. All right, so you want to go first? Go
Yeah,
ahead.
sure. So
Yeah, talking to Mike, please.
So for me, I ended up meeting Rad actually. I ended up meeting Ape actually when I was looking for a job at the time, and I ended up applying to this shoe store, and he was already working there, and they hired me on the spot like first day because they needed employees, and then from there we were
No interview, nothing. They were just like, you're hired.
Yeah, come in tomorrow. And I was like, all right, look.
Love that.
That's what I'm talking about. You feel me? We need more jobs like that. But yeah, I came in the next day. We started working together. Obviously, from there we both at the time smoked and stuff. So it was really
I
nice.
hooked him up with the love of his life at the time. I played Cupid.
I was in the middle of my stories. So yeah, we're like I said, we were smoking, chilling, hang out, and all that. And then from there, he actually ended up introducing me to my ex-girlfriend, and we were together for a while and stuff. And even then, when it came to it, it was just really chill. We would always hang out and smoke. When me and my ex ended up moving into this space in Bridgeport, he ended up needing a space after he graduated, and or going to school at the time, right?
No, you're fast forwarding a little too much at that point. You mind if I take over from this point?
No, yeah, you got it.
All right, so he's correct. He did. We did meet in Journeys. I hooked him up with the love of his life. And she was like working at. We're both from the Bronx, and we needed a new manager to come over. So because the manager that we had was like a rapist, and then they got fired after an audit. And I was like, "Yo, there's a position open. You could be your own GM." She's like, "Word." And then she literally 3 days later, she popped by, and then we all started doing hiring. He got hired, like he said. But once they went out with each other, we kind of went on a hiatus on each other because I was in school at the time, and he moved out to way North Haven or
New Haven. I was living here in New Haven.
New Haven, right?
At the time, yeah.
Yeah, so he was out here, and then I was still in Bridgeport, and I was going to University of Bridgeport. So I was doing my degree stuff, and we ended up moving to. I had a roommate situation going on, and then that
Actually,
roommate
with
situation going on.
with one of our other hosts, Mr. Preacher Banks. Actually,
Yeah, he's not here yet. He's not a preacher at all. Very secular. But we call him that because he likes to say words of wisdoms for like a minute straight where it just sounds impactful and motivational and preacherlish. So I was living with him at the time, and terrible roommate situation. It was only me and him who was productive in the house.
Okay.
Nobody would want to pay the bills. We literally went a whole year without no heat, and we had to freeze our bodies off and layer up. So I was like, nah, I can't do this anymore. I tried to leave one time, told him I was leaving, and the person whose house I was going to, one of the roommates talked to them and then made sure that I didn't move there. So I stopped messing with her, right? And I literally said, all right, this time, when I say I'm going to move, I'm not going to say nothing. I hit Rad up, right? And he had an open spot, or you or Will. I don't know which one.
I think you may have hit her, one of us up. Either way, we were together at the time. So he hit us up basically saying how you needed the space. No, you did hit her up.
I hit her up.
You hit her up because at the time we had just moved into that space. So then from there was an extra room, and then we got him to move in. And after that, we were living together.
Lit. And then we at this point, we weren't even working together anymore. I was working as a server, and I think you were already an instructor at the time now.
Yeah.
So I'm still going to school, trying to finish school. He's still just trying to like do stuff. There's no podcast situation going on right now. We're just friends. After he leaves Atlantic, that was like about 2019. I didn't see him for like 2 years, like because I was in a relationship. So
yeah, we both were. So
quick.
know what you do.
2021. Now we're both single as hell.
Look at us.
I graduated. Yeah, I graduated, and he didn't move. He wasn't living there at the time. I was still living there, and then I finally get my first apartment, and then from there he was already living somewhere else, and then we kind of just started hanging out more and more.
And I think he hit me up one day, and I was just like,
2 years though, like not last year. Since 2021. I've been trying to start a podcast for 2 years. I was looking for the host. I've been trying because I'm an artist, producer, and engineer, and I was like, all the content that I was posting, it was content that was just music and stuff, music videos. They never really got to hear me talk or really see my personality. So that's why I wanted to add the podcast, but I didn't want to do it by myself. So I wanted to add like 2 or 3 members. So I was in search for mad long. I ran through so many people try to start it, and nobody ever wanted to do it. And then 2022 came last year, and I was like, literally, I think it was the summer, June or May.
Yeah, probably May. We were hanging out more to the point where it was like
almost every day now.
He would hit me up to smoke, I'd come over, and then we'd play games and chill. He'd show me his music and stuff like that. And
anime.
And then from there he was like, yo, I really do want to start this podcast. And I was like, yo, bro, I wanted to start one back in high school. Let's do this. So then from there
we tried to find a third person.
Yeah, we were waiting on the third, and the third was slacking. Then we finally found the third, and they slacked.
After 7 episodes.
But like I said, we just kept it going, and then from there, that's kind of the rest has been kind of history. Now we're at 47
Since 2021. Nah, this is 47? I think this might be 48.
Maybe one of the two. Either way, we're close to episode 50 now.
We got 2 more episodes of 50. And then on February, it's actually going to be our 1 year anniversary from when we actually dropped the first episode. Wow. So we're trying to throw a little party or a little get together or something. And ever since then, we've been rocking. We've run through 3 different hosts already. Like hopefully we struck out. Right. And hopefully we have one now. And it's 3 of us, but he couldn't come today because he had other things to attend to, which is fine. And I was just like, all right, bet. Now we're just looking for 4. I want like a solid 4 people. Like I've been trying to get a girl for the longest. We have a trial base coming up for next week, next Saturday. We're going to try to see how she does. She has a little bit more of a following, and we'll see how it goes. I don't want to too much,
But yeah,
just want to see how it goes.
Yeah, just see what's up.
Yeah, that is how we met, and that's how this podcast has come strong. Like, we're both 2 consistent people.
We are the best podcast in Connecticut.
We're the most consistent podcast.
Most consistent podcast in CT, all right? Most personable podcast in CT. Most informative podcast in CT. Most diverse podcast in CT, okay? So let's not throw shade and shots in your info bios, guys, when you just started. Calm down.
Right. We ask the hard questions like, what's it like when you fart to girls? You know, we don't get shy. We don't get shy around here. But yes, other than that though,
it's been fun.
This has been really fun. Did you enjoy this?
Wait, Rad, I have a question for you actually. Yeah. So far, like, what is your like favorite thing that we episode so far? that we have so far, aside from this one, because this is like absolutely incredible.
I actually love this. This was like, I would say this to you because this is our first out of set.
Yeah,
like,
this is
place.
amazing.
Like, it's literally the first pod we've done out of set in another place in another, like for someone.
We traveled with our materials.
Exactly.
Like, I'm scared now.
Thank you guys for being open.
Yeah, we were open. It's not that we weren't open last time because we tried to set this up like I think a while ago. Like I think towards the end of the summer, but we had we have our interviews like scheduled and stuff like that.
Yes,
so
yes.
I was like, damn, we can't do it here. I can't skip the day. So I was like, I'm gonna get you definitely before the year is over. And I was happy because I actually wanted to do this, but in order for me to do this last time, he was home. I had to travel back. Yeah, I would have had to do too much. I was like, now this is
We
it.
here now.
We want to do it again too.
But for me, my favorite pod,
Last week's
I think when Phil shows up, we always have a good time.
that was insane.
That's one of my good homeboys from like middle school. We grew up together, so it's really cool to see him like come. And
Shout
like,
out to
now-
4K, your
yes.
album.
And now he's a father. He's dropping music. He just actually released the album in late
November 10th.
Yeah, November 10th it came out. So he's been. Those are like honestly my favorite ones when I can bring old friends and new friends that I have. And like,
Damn, so you don't
we
like
get to do
nothing with the
everything
people
together.
I bring? Only
No, I love
4K?
them, but I would have
crazy.
mentioned one of them, but it wouldn't align with their image. So I wanted to make sure that I didn't mention that.
That was definitely one of my favorites
That
too.
was my favorite too. It was.
Yeah, basically last week's episode.
But yes, did you enjoy your time here?
Of course.
Did you have a good time? Do you feel
I
like
I still have more like
we always get like that towards the
Ask me
end of
another
the podcast?
question.
That's funny.
like
A couple more. We still got time.
like when
I'm
you're
cold. I'm
ending
a
your
Zumba,
podcast
bro.
and you want to kind of just like wrap things up. Like, do you guys have like a thing?
We have a routine.
I'm trying to show you
Okay.
it, but
I start the pod.
But Ape over here talking about it.
Well, we got 6 more minutes. I start the pod. He like ends the pod, and then you are gonna have like a time to have a 1 minute time or a quote of the day or like something you want to say, message,
Yeah.
and make sure you plug in your social media tags and all that extra stuff.
I told you
We're gonna
these
get
things
that.
before, too,
Yeah,
so-
yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Yeah, he starts it, goes off if he needs to. If not, we'll have an open conversation. Then we always make sure we finish.
I like how you know that now. That's my thing now. Like usually the first 10 minutes is like my time to get my shit off. Like
Stress for the week.
Spurt it out.
fuck you guys. Last week I had a lot to say. This
So you
week
have your
I was
rants.
good.
Like you like to rant.
I'm a ranter when I have to get my stuff up because I like holding things in and I literally wait for the pod to get it off.
So in a way, this is your form of therapy.
Just
I
100%.
literally said that to him already.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, what are you talking about?
So that's great when like now this is like your passion turning into your therapy, turning into your possible way of income, and that's
income is
what
coming.
You're trying to
Yeah.
That's what you're trying to work towards. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not trying to just do this and lollygag and just no. Eventually, we're trying to build up the subscribers to make sure we can actually have some type of revenue coming off the videos. We want to plug in with other people. Where once we get popping enough, now we're gonna charge them to get on the pod type of thing, and like you know, now we're giving you a platform to say whatever you want and stuff like that. And
Biggest thing is we're just trying to build a community right
Yeah.
now, and it's
We're
takes
not
time,
ready.
But it's not that we're not ready; it's that people aren't ready for us, and
no, like
we're
our
too shy.
like our we finally got the stuff that we needed, like how you
Right.
say, like how we set it up, our setup stuff. It
Equipment,
took
everything.
yeah, it was expensive and it's still not even there, but that was like the bare minimum, getting the quality and stuff like
Right,
that. But
right.
now since we have the bare minimum, the next step is advertisements, marketability, like taking it to a whole next level, actually going to other different events to Kate. Like tomorrow, I'm going to an event to like kind of like network with certain people who are on the same type of time, so like
Yes.
build our community and stuff like that. So now we're just trying to build our community.
And that's the essential part of all of this. And that's the part of, the humble beginnings where it's like, you're not starting out here. You're starting out here and you're building that way up. So networking is so important.
Yeah.
Every time you guys bring people here, they could have less following than you. However, they know different people that you know. So it's all about really just keeping that here. Let me promote your people to my people, vice versa, and just getting it all out there. Just getting your name, your face out there.
I know I can't like be discouraged about this, but it's hard not to because like I do see like since I'm from New York and stuff, I came out here with no following. I came out here with not knowing anybody, and then the people who I do know, they're kind of like limiting themselves to me. Where like they basically saying, yo, go do this on your own. You're on your own. So like having to do this on our own with like no background and seeing other people like start or like with a full background and like just
People
like
who know them that are popular help them out majorly. Like it is a little discouraging, but at the end of the day,
it's also motivational.
It's exactly. It's a two-faced sword. We're doing it because at the end of the day, we love it and we love posting content and things for people to watch.
We tolerate each other.
To the people that sit there and literally sit through our hours and 30s or 2-hour pods, like we appreciate them immensely. Like I know
That shit is dope.
it's not easy to probably sit there and do that, or it might be what their schedule is, but we look forward to.
When do
always
you
having
listen to
people do that.
podcasts?
Me, I don't anymore.
That's crazy. My favorite time is actually when I'm driving because I drive like from here to New Haven. It's like 30 minutes and I'm like, oh my God, this pod can last the whole week. It literally, because music sucks nowadays. I'm sorry, guys. Like Meek Mill's album and Ross's album just dropped. It wasn't like really for me. It's like really digressing. They peaked like 2-3 years ago and then now all of a sudden all this music is just trash. So it's like, why listen to trash music when I could listen to something informative that we can actually be entertained to? Usually I'm driving by myself. Hearing other people like in the car with me, it's like it makes the time go by fast, and it also makes the ride like a lot more enjoyable than sitting through trashy ass music.
That is
Right.
understandable.
And people are drawn to conversations and
And different things, yeah.
just different things. So
This was incredible. I appreciate it. I was worried that you were like gonna be nervous, but you definitely, like
I
I
was
said,
in the beginning.
see, you got comfortable, right?
Everybody is, but the second you sit down, we start talking.
Also talk about farting and pussy.
Now you're like, all right, we wanted to
That'd be the
avoid
disclaimer of this one.
the flatulent cast.
I like this. You said it right. Unity Fit Cast.
Yes. But before we do get out of here, I just want, not even get out of here because honestly, I'm cold and I need to do some Zumba.
Yeah, we're about to get our Zumba
Before
on.
we start this Zumba lesson, I just wanted to ask, is there anything you wanted to say to the people out there to motivate them to keep moving? What's your social, as well as let us know more about the classes so we can get some people in there when we do drop these out.
Big facts.
For sure. I definitely just want to let a message out with just when you have a plan or you have a dream, don't ever think it's too big. The bigger the dream, the harder you're gonna go. So
Talk to him.
stick to the vision, even when things don't go accordingly. Stick to your plan, stick to your vision, and learn how to jump over those hurdles. Because either way, you're gonna make it. Okay.
Amen.
She's the preacher now.
Where can the
Preacher
people
Ash.
find you on social?
Okay, social media, Unity Fitness CT. So that's on Instagram, on Facebook as well. You can find us here in New Haven. So our schedule will be on those social medias as well. But since we're already here, I'll let you know Monday through Thursday, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. And we do Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. So that 10 a.m. workout
We might have to pull up
definitely
for that.
hits different. For sure. Morning workouts are great. It's a great way to start our day.
Yeah.
Your first class is free. So
Pull up.
Oh, we definitely put it up.
more comfort to get out of your zone and give us a try.
This doesn't count as our first class after we do this Zumba.
Not really. If you're not like doing the full hour, then
Right, we're just making
you're
sure.
just getting your feet wet. But definitely come and try us out. My name is Ashley. You'll see me, and we'll take care of you from there for sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to thank you all for watching. Don't forget to follow our social medias. Ape Loso, which is at JSC Network. And then we got the JS Cast PC. We have his page, which is Radical _ JL. We got Ape is here _ Do not forget, ladies and gentlemen, listen to the music that's coming out. We got a lot of music from Ape Loso coming out in January 2024 as well, guys. Have a great day. We love
Please,
you.
guys, have a good day, good night, all that good stuff. We out.